Thousands of Americans moved to Portugal, believing their retirement income would receive special tax treatment. But Portugal quietly ended the program most articles still reference. And now retirees are discovering their Social Security, pensions, and 401k withdrawals may all be taxed differently than expected. And the most confusing part? Even tax professionals disagree on whether Portugal can tax U.S. Social Security. Imagine selling your home in Arizona, moving to Portugal, building your retirement plan around Social Security and 401k withdrawals, and only later discovering the tax strategy you counted on no longer applies. And if you are researching Portugal right now, there is a very good chance you are making assumptions based on tax rules that no longer exist. Thousands of Americans look at Portugal because of something called the NHR, a tax regime that made retirement abroad look incredibly attractive. The problem? It ended. Depending on how your retirement income is structured, this could mean paying far more or far less than you expect. So I pulled the actual treaty text from the IRS and the Portuguese tax authority documents themselves. No relocation blogs, no recycled expat content. Let's look at what Portugal actually says. This may be the biggest thing the internet still gets wrong about Portugal. If you have been researching Portugal for any amount of time, you have read about NHR, the non-habitual residency regime, and chances are what you read made Portugal sound like a tax haven for American retirees. There is a problem with most of that content. NHR ended for new applicants on January 1st, 2024. Every article still recommending Portugal for its NHR pension tax benefits is describing a regime you can no longer access. What replaced it is called IFICI, the Tax Incentive for Scientific Research and Innovation. The name tells you exactly who it was designed for: researchers, scientists, highly qualified professionals in innovation fields, not retirees, not people living on U.S. Social Security, private pensions, IRA, or 401k withdrawals. IFICI provides no tax benefit for foreign passive income. If you are moving to Portugal from 2024 onward on a D7 visa, IFICI almost certainly does not apply to you. Now, what does this mean for your money? It means your U.S. income coming into Portugal is subject to standard Portuguese progressive tax rates. And that is exactly what we are going to walk through. But before the rates, there is a document that changes everything: the U.S.-Portugal Tax Treaty. The United States and Portugal signed an income tax treaty in 1994. It has been in effect since 1996. We pulled the treaty text directly from the IRS website. If you like research backed by actual government documents instead of relocation marketing, subscribe. That is exactly what this channel is built around. Before we get into what this treaty says, an important distinction. The US and Portugal also have a totalization agreement. Americans often confuse these two documents. The totalization agreement governs who you pay Social Security taxes to while you are still working. The income tax treaty governs how your retirement income is taxed once you receive it. They are two separate documents with two completely separate purposes. Today, we are talking about the income tax treaty. The income tax treaty, Article 20, titled Pensions, Annuities, Alimony, and Child Support, contains the most important distinction in this entire episode. Here is where the answer gets interesting. Social Security and private pensions are treated completely differently. Most content online treats them as the same. They are not. They send your income in completely different directions. The treaty states that Social Security benefits and other public pensions paid by a contracting state to a resident of the other contracting state or a citizen of the United States may be taxed in the first mentioned state. This surprised me when I verified the treaty myself. The first mentioned state is the US, the country paying the Social Security benefit. Portugal generally cannot tax your US Social Security. It may be taxed, meaning the US retains the right to tax it. Portugal does not. If that surprised you, you are not alone. This is one of the most misunderstood parts of retiring in Portugal. Your Social Security check crosses the Atlantic, and Portugal cannot touch it for income tax purposes. The IRS can. But this is where retirees often get an unpleasant surprise, and this is where the answer changes. Private pensions are treated differently. The treaty says pensions from past employment are taxable only in your country of residence. In plain English, if Portugal is where you live, Portugal generally taxes your private pension and retirement withdrawals. Here's where retirees get blindsided. Because the Portugal people researched in 2021 is not the Portugal tax system new retirees face today. Portugal taxes residents on worldwide income using a progressive rate system. Here are the 2024 brackets, verified directly from the Portuguese Tax Authority. Portugal updates these annually, and 2025 brackets were updated twice, with lower rates at lower income bands. Always check portaldasfinanças.gov.pt for the current year rates. Now imagine a retiree drawing larger IRA and 401k distributions, say $110,000 a year. This is where Portugal's higher brackets begin to matter much more. Here's something important. Portugal applies a specific deduction to pension income before these rates kick in. For the 2024 tax year, that deduction is €4,350 and 24 cents. Before a single euro of progressive tax applies, that amount comes off the top of your pension income. Let me give you a real example. Say you receive €20,000 per year from a private US pension, roughly equivalent to about $22,000 annually at current rates. Portugal deducts €4,350. Your taxable base is €15,650. The vast majority of that falls in the 13 to 22% brackets. Your effective tax rate is significantly lower than the scary 48% headline rate you may have read about. Let us say John and Susan move from Arizona to Portugal. Between Social Security and a modest pension, they receive about $55,000 per year. Their Social Security generally remains taxable only by the US under the treaty, but their pension income becomes taxable in Portugal. Because of the pension deduction and progressive tax system, they may end up paying far less than the 48% headline rate people often worry about. Before you panic at 48%, almost nobody pays 48% across all income. Here's the mechanism that prevents you from paying tax twice on the same income. Article 25 of the treaty covers relief from double taxation. The U.S. allows American citizens and residents to take a credit against their U.S. tax liability for income taxes paid to Portugal. In practical terms, for most American retirees, Portugal's tax rates on pension income exceed what the U.S. would charge on the same income. This means after applying the foreign tax credit, your U.S. tax liability on that Portugal taxed income is often reduced to zero. You pay Portugal. You get a credit for what you paid. The net result is no double taxation. This is exactly why we strongly recommend working with a qualified U.S. expat tax professional before you move. The interaction between Portuguese IRS, U.S. IRS, the treaty, the saving clause, and the foreign tax credit is genuinely complex. Getting it wrong costs money. Getting it right can save you thousands. We want to be direct with you about something. This episode has given you the verified facts, the treaty language, the brackets, the deductions. But applying these facts to your specific situation requires a professional who understands both US and Portuguese tax law simultaneously. A few questions that determine how this works for you specifically. Are you a US citizen or a green card holder? What type of pension income do you have? Have you converted traditional IRA funds to Roth? Are you receiving any income from Portuguese sources? Each of these changes the calculation. The right professional is a US expat tax specialist, someone who files taxes for Americans living abroad every day, not a local Portuguese accountant who is unfamiliar with the saving clause, not a standard US CPA who has never dealt with a foreign tax credit. A specialist. The link is in the description. 3 things to take away from this episode. First, if you are moving to Portugal from 2024 onward, NHR is not available to you. IFICI does not help retirees on passive income. Do not make financial decisions based on articles describing a regime that no longer applies to you. Second, your Social Security is protected by the treaty. Portugal generally cannot tax it. Your private pension and 401k are taxable in Portugal, but at progressive rates with a pension deduction that significantly reduces your effective rate. Third, before you make any decisions, get a qualified US expat tax professional involved. The numbers are manageable. The complexity is real. Bottom line, NHR is gone for new applicants. Portugal generally cannot tax your US Social Security under the treaty, but pensions, IRA, and 401k withdrawals are a different story, and planning matters. Next episode, Golden Visa or D7, which makes sense for retirees in 2026. We are going directly to Portugal's immigration authority for the answer. If you want retire abroad research based on official documents instead of internet myths, subscribe. We will see you next time. This is Next Chapter Abroad. Your retirement, your world.